Hello guys, this is Moose from eSportsNOW. Today I'm going to be talking about Parasite joining OpTic, completing a roster of Nadeshot, Clayster, Ricky, and now Parasite. So it's an interesting roster. A lot of people have been saying they have 3 ARs, 3 players who can play slow or just not move at all. That's not true. On each of their previous respective teams, that's what they would do. Like Ricky, well, when he's on Unite, played that AR role. When he's on OpTic, he took over as that main AR player. Parasite, he can play AR, but likely he could pull out a sub. That's what he did when he's on Unite, Black and Black Ops 2. He's pulled out a sub. Also, Clayster can use an MTAR pretty well. So they have 3 players who are capable of pulling out ARs and playing that playstyle, but they're not going to have 3 people who play the same playstyle. That would just be stupid because it wouldn't work. And if any team were to get aggressive against them, then they'd lose map control. But anyway, so it was interesting. Another reason this is interesting is because Parasite, before said he wasn't joining OpTic like a day ago, a day before the roster change happened actually, and OpTic Nation also said that they wouldn't be picking up Parasite, and then all of a sudden this happens. So could Parasite have done some talking to OpTic Hex, use his pro points as trying to force his way onto the team? Who knows? Interesting. It was definitely an interesting pickup, but we'll see why this happened in the future. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe it'll stay secret. But anyway, you can call it a God Squad because you have Parasite, Clayster on the same team, and Ricky. Ricky was looking forward to bring OpTic to its glory when they picked him up before Philly, but he didn't do that with the roster, and then stuff kind of happened. But Ricky was pretty much teaching the old OpTic roster how to play the certain games, how to play the maps. He was definitely a vocal leader for that team. But now he can kind of step back and let Parasite kind of do that because Parasite knows a lot of strats. Clayster can be their hype guy, get him pumped up. Especially the old OpTic team when they would get down, when they would lose first map or they'd be down 0-2. They'd be quiet. They wouldn't be talking. So Clayster won't let that happen. And now they have Big Timer as coach. They have somebody there behind them who's energetic. It's going to help them. Also, another thing, Big Timer is definitely an X factor as the coach because you have Ricky. Well, Ricky's alright. I don't think he has that much of an ego. Nadeshot maybe has an ego, but Parasite and Clayster, they may bash heads sometimes. So it's going to be good to have a Big Timer behind the back saying, hey guys, let's win this. Calm down. And if there's any arguments, like with the old Impact roster, which eventually, when they were placing second instead of first, they kind of broke up just because arguments, and it was just going downhill. So that's one thing that with Parasite has kind of followed him is this arguments with teammates, kind of not really at the right time. Like if they're in the middle of a search and destroy, they can't be arguing about strats. But that's why a coach always helps. It's always helpful to have somebody behind you, a fifth man on the team. But the coach has to be benefiting you, not you can't just have some random person coach because it may not help. But I mean, like I said, I like Big Timer's coach. This roster does look like a god squad. That's what it's been called. We'll see if they can pull out a win at the next event, which may be CoD Champs, or maybe a UMG or MLG may announce something out of the blue. Who knows? CoD Champs isn't even official yet, but around this time of year, last year they announced it for Black Ops 2. And of course, confirmed is MLG Anaheim, June 20th through the 22nd. So, will this roster stick until then, or will they let a placement that is not top 3 kind of discourage them and they'll go their separate ways? Who knows? I think Nadeshot is definitely going to be there to stay. Ricky's definitely there to stay. Clayster and Parasite, they kind of seem like they could go to a team that's already winning. Clayster, I'm going to say he pretty much burned his bridge with TK by just leaving them, even though they placed second at Philly. He kind of burned that bridge because now they're not really big fans of Clayster. But yeah, Parasite, he can probably go wherever. The bad thing about pro points now is pro points matter so much with seeding, and the way tournaments are right now with the brackets, with championship brackets, is seeding means a lot because it can help you. If you're top 16 seeding, you're pretty much guaranteed top 16, which is not really that fair. but that's what it is. But anyway, that is it for me. I think we've had a pretty good discussion. Let me hear what you guys think. Let's make this a two-way conversation. What type way you think into the comments below. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. You want to see more content from us. Make sure you follow at eSportsNOW on Twitter so you get all the news as it happens. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you have a good day.